Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to continue working on the 125 gallon Nano fish aquarium. If you missed part one of this build, it's going to be popping up here. Be sure to check it out. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and don't forget to leave a like. That helps out a lot and I really appreciate it. But let's get right into the action. Alright, just to give you an update of where we left off, we are still 3/4 full. We've got all the fish in here doing great. None of the plants have really taken off except that one in the middle, and then there's some stargrass shooting out there, so I gotta rip that out because I don't want that in this tank. And you can see all the fish are still schooling. I actually hung a sheet back here to help with the glare, so hopefully it's a little bit better. But these Corys right here are the ones we're going to be adding. I got 25 more of those. One little guy down there by himself. And the threadfin rainbows over here are doing amazing. It is hard to get them on camera though. They are small, they move fast, and they stick to the back when I'm in front here, so they're still a little skittish, but this is what they do all day long, just back and forth with the pencil fish. The Corys get in on the action every once in a while, and then the gobies just stay down here. Don't worry about the sponge filter. I have my air pump turned off, so it's a little less noisy in here. I'm gonna go scoop up the other Corys and then we'll dump them in. Now, just in case you forgot, here are the 25 corydoras in here. I'm also going to be adding these little nano catfish that you can barely see next to that hiding tube. Here's a whole bunch of them down here, right there. If it focuses, there we go. Now, these catfish are masters of playing dead. I can't tell you how many times I looked in here and thought they were dead. Give them a little poke with the net, and they just come right back to life. They lay on their sides. They're just really weird, but I'll be moving those over too. It's going to take a while to catch all these little guys. Of course, you have Jimmy's Corys in the back that will be ready to go when he gets back from Hawaii. So those will stay in here, but I'm going to get to scooping because this is going to take a long time. So we're going to start with these guys here. I got all of them in here. Just lowering them in. And oops, that was not very graceful, but there they go. They just look so weird, so alien-like. They're just gonna hang out there until they're used to their new home. I'm gonna go grab the other Corys and we'll get them in here. So I got the 20 to 25-ish corydoras here. It really doesn't look like that many when they're just in this little container here, but it is, I promise you. And we'll drop them down in right now. There you see the existing school, and here comes the new school. So once they all find each other, we should get some really nice schooling action. It's hard to keep up with them on a 6-foot tank. About to find the other group over here. They might just hide behind the sponge filter. No, the other group's coming out over there. They're all making their way over into the corner. I don't know why, but they really like that corner. Most of the catfish actually hang out in that corner. I might just keep it a little dim down there. Maybe not light that side of the tank. Keep all the light on the first 4 feet here. I'm not really sure. These guys haven't moved a whole lot. They do change to a lighter color when they were stressed out, but they should come around here shortly. Right now, though, we got a large school of Corys going. I can't wait to get about 25 more of these guys, and it's going to be really awesome. So now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to put the AquaClear 70 on here. I hope it actually fits on the rim. I haven't actually tested it yet. It's still in the box. I'm hoping it'll fit on here. If not, that's going to be a big fail. But let's get that bad boy out of the box. We don't really need to be too fancy here, do we? Everyone's seen a filter being unboxed, or everyone's done it. Ooh, I don't know what that was, but it didn't sound good. This is actually kind of a pain, one-handed. Rip it open here. This is probably why they all break on me, because I treat them like this. But honestly, this is not that bad. So the first thing I'm going to do is just make sure it fits before I go through the hassle of putting this all together. Get it out, and well, hey, quiet, it does fit. I like it. So this is going to be probably the only filter I put on here besides a sponge filter. I'm going to put a sponge filter on each end, one over there, one over here, and then this is going to go in the back right there in the middle. But now that I know that it fits on the rim, I will finish putting it together and check back in real quick. Do you guys really want to watch me put this thing together? Is it going to be that exciting? Let's find out. I should probably close this up though, right? Seem to be stepping on it. Nah, it's not that exciting. It's pretty easy. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back at the tank. I'm filling her up all the way to the top now. You can see the catfish have started to burrow, which is pretty neat. And as you can see, everyone is still schooling back and forth, really fun to watch. We'll get some shots of that later. While this is filling up, I'm gonna see if there's any other tanks that I can rob some hardscape out of and maybe some plants, and just see if I can make this look a little better. So a lot has changed since I have checked in. We got the filter running on the back, and I kind of went a little crazy. I'm sorry I didn't film any of this, but I've got some rocks, some wood, and some plants over here now. So we've got Anubias coppifolia, that's the wrinkled leaves there. All the other Anubias is just Anubias nana, except for this little guy right there is Anubias nana petite. The fish are finally coming over to check it out. The water is insanely cloudy. So we're gonna probably let this sit overnight. Well, no, probably about it. It is gonna sit overnight. I will check back in tomorrow, obviously, but let's see if we can pan back a little bit. So I would say that quarter of the tank is done. And I did pick up a lot of stem plants from Kyle's Wild World, so as soon as those come in the mail, we will continue planting the whole other 2/3 of this tank. And hopefully this plant right here will continue to do well. I might actually take out the jungle valve because I'd rather have a whole carpet of this dwarf chainsword, which is this plant right here and then over here as well. And in the back there in the middle. Whereas the jungle valve will go all the way to the top and maybe become a nuisance, I'm not sure. This will probably stop at about 7 inches and just spread, so we'll see. I'll be removing these round river type rocks with the lava rock over here over time, but the fish are kind of over here checking it out now. Like I said, I will let this clear up overnight and check back in tomorrow. Alright, so just in case you couldn't tell, it is the day after. Obviously everything is nice and cleaned up. We still got this far over to Aquascape, like I said, but I'm not going to destroy any more tanks this weekend. I destroyed one of my tanks to get all these out, so not going to do that again. But I gotta say, it is coming along nicely. I am really enjoying this tank. I find myself just sitting in front of it and watching these fish go back and forth. I really wish I could get a good shot of these threadfin rainbows, but they just zip across the aquarium way too fast. I cannot keep up with the camera, and the autofocus cannot keep up. So unfortunately, a nice distant shot is all we're gonna get. I mean, I could try to zoom in on them, but it doesn't like it at all. It's already having problems just a little bit, so zoom all the way back out. But like I said, I'm really enjoying this tank. I got a lot more to add, a lot more fish, a lot more hardscape, so it should be a fun next couple of weeks. Alright YouTube, that's gonna bring us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now like I said, we got a lot more fish to add, a lot more hardscape, so definitely make sure you're subscribed. Hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it, and I will see everyone next time.